It was another massive week for the Bloodline, so we'll take a look at their big segment. We'll also see the latest for Bray Wyatt, The Undertaker, and much more. Let's start things off with, of course, the tribal trail of Sami Zayn. Previously, the Bloodline's role on Raw 30 was supposed to be a big family reunion and acknowledgement ceremony for Roman Reigns. But following the closing moments of SmackDown where Sami Zayn looked suspicious by showing up late to the contract signing, the acknowledgement ceremony was changed to a tribal court for Sami Zayn's status in the Bloodline. So the Bloodline comes out to open up the 30th anniversary of Raw, where we get this courtroom sort of segment with the Bloodline members. Paul Heyman serves as the prosecution. He says that Sami Zayn should be gone from the Bloodline. Heyman provides a video package full of evidence of moments from the last few months that he believes exposes the conspiracies of Sami Zayn actually working against the Bloodline from the start. Then it's time for Sami Zayn to defend himself from all the evidence that Paul Heyman provided. But Sami says that he's so hurt to even be in this position right now, and that he wasn't going to try and defend himself. Sami Zayn saying nothing and not even attempting to clear up Heyman's evidence instantly makes Roman Reigns heated, and he calls for Solo Sikoa to take out Sami Zayn. But then we get another plot twist. Jey Uso grabs Solo Sikoa's arm and stops him from taking out Sami Zayn. Jey says that he means no disrespect to Roman Reigns, but that he put together a video himself. Jey's video shows all the times that Sami Zayn took several huge bullets for all the Bloodline members when he really didn't have to. Jey's argument was that Sami was always there for them. Jey explains that there was a point where he despised Sami Zayn, but how Sami never gave up on him, and that's what family does for each other. So he considers Sami Zayn a brother. Roman takes all the evidence into consideration and comes to the verdict that Sami Zayn is not guilty. But Roman stresses that Sami's not guilty just for now. Roman says that Sami Zayn will still have more tests to prove himself, starting with the Royal Rumble. So it sounds like we can definitely expect to see Sami Zayn to get involved with the finish between Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens. So there was a lot that happened here. Obviously, it was another fake out for Sami's removal from the Bloodline. They've been teasing Sami getting kicked out for several weeks now, but he always gets saved by something at the very last second. Surprisingly, and ironically enough, it was Jey Uso who saved Sami Zayn's Bloodline status here in this moment. Jey has come full circle from the #1 Sami Zayn hater all the way to the #1 Sami Zayn supporter in the Bloodline. And if Sami Zayn is the one that strikes first on the Bloodline, this will all fall back on the lap of Jey Uso. Roman had Solo right in position to finish off the issues with Sami Zayn, but it was Jey who saved Sami. So if Sami Zayn does anything major to affect the Bloodline from within, it's gonna be 2020 all over again for Jey Uso and Roman Reigns. Roman will be more than furious for listening to Jey Uso and giving Sami that second chance that ended up coming back to bite them. But we then get to the tag team title defense between the Usos and the Judgment Day. Everything seems to be going Jimmy and Jey's way until Jimmy appears to get hurt outside of the ring. The referee threw up the X signal and the backstage personnel came out running. The X signal is supposed to be a signal that's only used in real-life injury situations, but WWE has been using this signal a lot lately within storylines, just like they did here, so fans never really knew if it's real or not anymore. But for this specific situation, it was a part of the script. Jimmy Uso gets hurt. Adam Pearce says that they're going to have to forfeit the titles. But Sami Zayn steps up and volunteers himself to defend the titles with Jey Uso. Sami Zayn ends up picking up the win and literally saving the Raw tag team titles for the Bloodline. Roman watches from backstage and admits that Sami did good tonight, but he's still not fully convinced. The other very interesting part here was Sami Zayn holding and staring at the SmackDown tag team titles following his pin on the Judgment Day. It's sort of like what we saw back in the day with Bayley and Sasha Banks. Bayley was the champion, but Sasha was holding and eyeing Bayley's title down for a long time, every chance she got, until she finally won it herself. It looks like they're teasing the same sort of thing here. Sami's holding both the tag team titles in his hands. He's staring at the titles. You just know that he's thinking what everyone else is thinking, that Kevin Owens and himself could be the ones holding those tag team titles instead of the Usos. And the trial segment could end up being the turning point for the entire story. Sami Zayn was nothing but loyal and innocent, and he was still nearly taken out when he did nothing wrong to begin with. So fans are wondering if getting nearly kicked out, but getting a second chance, will change something within Sami Zayn. What if Sami Zayn actually begins to quietly plot against Roman and the Bloodline from within? He wasn't doing that the last 9 months. But what if this court moment was a big awakening for him and everything they accused him of is what he's about to start doing? We saw the way he was looking at those tag team titles. We saw how hurt he was to be in that position within the tribal court. So what if Sami's actually plotting his big escape and a big way to screw over the Bloodline on his way out? It's now very possible. The Elimination Chamber official poster also leaked early, and it features only Sami Zayn with the chamber behind him. Sami being on the official poster tells us that he'll be playing a major role at Elimination Chamber. Some fans even believe that the Elimination Chamber may be where we finally see Roman Reigns versus Sami Zayn take place at. So that first real hour of Raw went straight to the Bloodline, and it's amazing how much storytelling they did with their time. You had Jey saving Sami, Sami saving the tag team titles, Sami looking at the tag team titles, and Roman teasing the idea of another big test being on the way. So just a masterpiece of a week for Roman Reigns' story, and we'll have to see what twists and turns it may take in the weeks ahead. Raw 30 also featured another massive moment between The Undertaker and Bray Wyatt. LA Knight came out to cut a promo on the WWE legends that were in the back, and how none of them had the guts to come out and confront him. That's when The Undertaker's music hit, and he came out to the ring for LA Knight. LA Knight decided he was going to give Undertaker a pass, so he walked up the ramp to leave. But waiting for him on the top of the ramp was Bray Wyatt. LA Knight found himself back in the ring, ready to take a choke slam from The Undertaker. But Taker thought about it for a moment and decided to pass LA Knight over to Bray Wyatt. Bray dropped LA Knight with his sister Abigail, and Undertaker whispered a message to Bray Wyatt. Fans understood this moment as a beautiful passing of the torch sort of segment. Undertaker could have taken the chokeslam and take all the praise and glory for himself, but he decided to pass it on so Bray could get all the shine. So that moment itself between Bray and The Undertaker was one of the most special moments of the entire night, and was great to see. But what are your thoughts on today's stories and everything that went down at Raw 30? Leave your comments below, don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.